I am suffering from a character crisis. I want to give every character a chance at becoming my main. This week, I mained Cloud, an inarguable top tier. But Cloud wasn't as easy for me as I hoped he'd be. Consider liking the video and subscribing if you'd like to join me as I go through my character crisis. Cloud Strife might just be one of the most iconic figures in all of gaming. Final Fantasy VII was a landmark release that stunned the world with its incredible world building and storytelling. Many fans wanted Cloud to be added to Super Smash Bros., but thought it would be impossible due to Square Enix's tight control over their copyright. So when Cloud was announced as DLC for Smash 4, nobody saw it coming. As excited as people were to have Cloud in Smash Bros., it didn't take long for the competitive scene to become sick of him. Cloud's legendary Buster Sword was oppressively large and invalidated most of the Smash 4 roster. If it weren't for Bayonetta being added as the next DLC character, Cloud would have been the best character in the game. However, if you were playing doubles, Cloud was the best character in the game. He was so good that a ban had to be put in place that disallowed teams with double Cloud. In the transition to Smash Ultimate, Cloud lost a lot of what made him so broken in the last game. With significant nerfs to the range of his moves, and Limit now having a 15-second timer, Cloud's days as a top tier were over. That is, until a young player by the name of Spargo proved that Cloud still had what it took to compete at the top level. Spargo won Smash Summit 4, his first Super Major, at the age of 16, using Cloud. Since then, Spargo has consistently proven that he is one of the best players in the world, with Cloud as his main.
But Spargo! Spargo! What are you on?
With Spargo's rise to dominance, opinions on Cloud have heavily shifted. While Cloud is rarely ranked as highly as he was in Smash 4, it's no longer uncommon to see him placed in the top 10 best characters in the game. Can Cloud carry me to heights I've never been able to achieve before? Will maining a top tier make me a better player? Watch you do worse with a top tier? Honestly, I definitely could. I knew that if I mained Cloud, I had no excuses. Spargo has proven that Cloud has everything he needs to win. And with so many different people picking up Pocket Cloud, I figured that he couldn't be that hard. So I entered my first tournament with him, and immediately went 0-2. Cloud wasn't as easy as I'd hoped he'd be. Everyone kept telling me that to play a good Cloud, all you had to do was back air and up B. Remember the agenda. Back air up B, back air up B. Who needs anything else? Who needs anything else? While this worked sometimes, I knew that I had to go deeper and truly understand what makes Cloud so good. Cloud actually taught me several things about the game that I hadn't paid as much attention to before. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not good at getting my moves to come out 100% of the time. Cloud forced me to become good at spacing my moves. Back air is a broken move, but only if you do it correctly. Spacing not only cares about your horizontal positioning, but also your vertical. If you hit someone's shield at max range right before you land on the ground, it becomes impossible to punish. But if you space it close and high up on their shield, they have all the time in the world to hit you. Cloud also taught me about the concept of hurtbox shifting. Instead of air dodging, Cloud can use some of his moves to instantly shift where his body is positioned. This can let you dodge someone's attack and immediately punish them for it. Many characters have moves that do a similar thing, but I never thought to use them in this way before. I was still struggling with Cloud, but I was starting to put things together. Maybe this combo video can convince you that my Cloud is better than it actually is. Oh! Yes! I finished the combo. Oh yeah. I was feeling myself that stock. It's so easy. It's so easy. No way that worked. What the heck is Cloud that time? love up air. We love up air. We love forward air. Woo! Tall enough to make it so I can't do. Yes! Yes! It's much worse because that's a time loss. Oh, hell! Oh, I'm so good! And I realized that, like, I don't know, just doing tournament reports wasn't the kind of content I wanted to create. Wow, that worked. That was actually kind of nice stock. Okay, that looks cool. That looks cool. I was learning a lot while maining Cloud, but I was worried that it wasn't going to be enough. At the end of the month, we were hosting a huge regional as a farewell party for our favorite Terry and Crom main, Stankler. Te quiero mucho, Stankler. I entered 2 more tournaments in preparation for this event, and the best I could do was 1 win against someone who was still learning how to play Sheik. I was beginning to get frustrated with Cloud. On paper, he seemed like the perfect character for me. Ike is someone that is very similar to Cloud, except he's far lower on the tier list. Yet he became one of my best characters. Why was I doing so much worse with a top tier? As badly as I wanted an answer to that question, I wouldn't get it in time for the tournament. I put on my best closet cosplay of Cloud and showed up to the event. My set was the first one to be featured on stream, and I was lucky enough to have it be up against none other than Stankler himself.
Oh my god.
Read that perfectly.
The auto turn. That's what I don't like about that's what I don't like about fighting Terry.
He takes game 1, catching me off guard with some early stocks, and decides to switch to Crom for game 2. He may have been the one who taught me that Crom can fly, but I don't give him the chance to do that.
Oh
Gosh.
Tuesday! Let's go, Tuesday!
Stankler rallies and brings it close, but I take game 2.
Whoa, let's go right behind. Okay, that's 1-1.
He switches back to Terry, and through the power of bullshit, he takes game 3. But right as I'm wrapping up my controller, I'm told that it's actually a best of 5. I sit back down, and he takes an early first stock. But I answer back, and eventually take the lead.
Oh, it's getting a little close here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh
my god, Tuesday, go good.
Staying on him right there.
The Stankler keeps his cool until he can find an opportunity to steal the game from me. In losers, I do my best, but Mugi Cool's Falco is way too much for me to handle, and I go 0-2 again.
Failure! Final results!
Cloud is a character I really struggled with. Even though I know that he has everything I need, I just couldn't put it together in time. Cloud was simply not a pick up and win character like I had been told he would be. While his strengths were potent, his flaws were glaringly obvious to me. Even if I was winning the game, all it would take is one mistake offstage to bring it back to even. I just couldn't get Cloud to work for me. I didn't quite achieve my goals, but I actually still felt like I could do it with Cloud. In all of the games I lost, I was consistently bringing it to last hit, last stock. I was moving more confidently with Cloud than I ever have before, and I'm actually really happy with some of the clips I managed to pull off. Cloud had far more depth to him than just back air, and I learned a lot about Cloud in Smash Bros. Because of maining him. But in order for my Cloud to be good, I still have a lot more work to do. If I stuck it out with Cloud, I'm sure that I could have figured him out. Knowing that one of the best players in the world plays Cloud is an incredible way to motivate yourself to be better, rather than blame the shortcomings of the character. Something I'm realizing as a result of my character crisis is that this is true of every character in the game. If it weren't for Spargo, would we rate Cloud as highly as we do now? Cloud may not be the character for me, but maybe there's someone else who could become my main. If you'd like to help me choose my next character, consider joining my Patreon to get access to my Discord and more. My patrons have decided that Cloud may have been too easy for me, and chose to give me one of the hardest characters in the game. Do I have what it takes to be a Diddy Kong main? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday.